So last time we met, you had a challenge, I think, or you gave yourself a challenge.
No, can't remember anything about that.
Well, as you know, we work with the Dragon speech recognition software so that people can write documents much more quickly.
And you can write your book in, for some reason, 30 days is what I said I
30 days,
going to do.
I think you gave yourself the task of finishing a book by now.
Yes, that's right.
And there was a bet too, I seem to remember. I was going to buy you a bottle of expensive champagne if you made it.
Well, actually, let me see. Did you bring the champagne?
I didn't actually, because I knew you wouldn't make it. So. Oh, sorry, did I say that?
Shame on you, shame on you. Maybe I did make it.
Maybe you did. So did you?
Well, are you interviewing me?
Yes, I am actually. It's
Swap places.
Oh, okay. Please sit.
Thank you. Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, this is good. So
I like this. Do you know what? I wanted to sit here because actually I've worn an orange jacket.
I was going to say, I can actually see you now. You're not just a disembodied head in a sea of orange. It looks really good. Good to be.
Well, yeah, the book...
But anyway, I'm interviewing you.
Yes, you are.
So,
okay.
Cath.
Yes, Derek.
How did the book go?
So some of it went really well and some of it was really hard.
So let's start with the hard part, Cath.
Yeah.
You started out with a copy of Dragon software, speech for speech recognition.
I did.
And the goal was to learn how to use the software and write a book.
Yeah.
So what were the hard parts?
Well, actually, the easy part was learning how to use the software because straight out of the box, started working, I was dictating, going, oh, this is amazing.
Right.
The hard part was actually doing the word count every day. So I committed to write 2,000 words a day, and it would take me between an hour and 2 hours.
That's about 4 pages or something?
I wasn't actually thinking of it in pages. It was literally word count.
Okay.
And the thing that I found really hard was actually finding the time on top of everything else we've been doing. So I think the time to write a book is not when you're running a TV show, you're doing massive renovations upstairs, you're speaking at conferences, you're coaching, you've got studio clients, you're running a big, you know. So
you had a new skill to learn, really, to write the book as well as the software, and then you've got people doing something called stopping upstairs, whatever that is. So, you know,
well, because you're Australian, and English people don't call it stopping either. We call it plastering. What do you call it?
Plastering.
Yeah. So people have been plastering in our house, and just the place is covered in dust. Like literally getting ready for work is my biggest challenge.
So you would have had trouble just finding a laptop underneath that dust.
Yeah, and I had to get really resourceful about, you know, taking it out to places, going to cafes, going different places. But the dictation part was fantastic.
Okay, so Dragon was able to keep up with you. It wasn't too hard to learn to enter text.
So one thing I found was it massively improved my productivity in emailing. So aside from the book, I have cut down my emailing time and I now refuse to type an email. It's just, why would you sit and go, thank you for emailing? You know, it's just ridiculous. You just go, hey, thanks for reply, blah, 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 blah.
I must say that for me is the biggest productivity improvement for me, just doing emails, because that makes it so much faster when you use Dragon to write the emails.
Well,
so that all sounds pretty good. So then what happened?
Well, what happens is if you're doing a word count and you need to produce 2,000 words a day to stay on track, what happens is if you skip a day, oh, I'm 2,000 words adrift. If you skip 2 days, so you get under pressure. And what I found was sometimes I was churning out the word count just to kind of keep
you were writing rubbish, in fact.
Yeah. Actually, it was really good. No, there probably was a bit of rubbish in there. And then what I found was when I got to the halfway mark, I made a big announcement. Woohoo! 30,000 words, and I was really excited about that. A big dialogue started on Facebook, so, you know, from industry people saying, hey, that's really great, but how come you're writing 60,000? Don't you know that in your sector, a self-help book can easily be 30,000?
Ah, so you redefined what it is to be a book.
I moved the goalposts.
Oh, very cunning.
But I was really happy to hear that because what I felt was there was a lot of content in one area, which is about how to live your best life, how to wake up your wow, how to operate at maximum energy, confidence and motivation. So I had an entire chunk about this, which is about 30,000 words, and all of the rest felt like another book. So what I've found is, yes, I have written a book.
Oh, well, I think I owe you a bottle of
I
champagne.
think you do.
Then.
And
That's
actually,
great. So what was it, Moe, you wanted, or
oh, I'll take what I can get.
a Bollinger? I can't remember.
It was Moe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, next trip, you have it.
But yeah, so I've actually started my next book. So you better make it a crate. Yeah.
A crate, I think it was only good for one book, but look forward to reading it. So, Cath, overall, your experience of writing the book, what would you say?
Well, I guess I would say it's a bit like the saying, you know, you shoot for the moon and you reach the stars, or the vice versa. I don't know which is nearer. But the idea is, you know, maybe you take something on, maybe you bite off a bit more than you can chew, but you get a long, long way. You know, I didn't write 60,000 words, but I did write a book, and it has been an incredible adventure. Plus, what I've discovered is the most amazing productivity tool in dictation software. So
Dragon worked for you?
Perfectly, and I would absolutely recommend it to anyone.
So thanks for appearing on the Cath Vincent Show.
And listen, before you go, I just want to say thank you so much for your support, because I honestly would not have written a darn word without you setting me up with Dragon, so I appreciate that. And actually, we have an offer for everyone at home as well. So if you want to write your book in 30 days, or if you just want to get a bit more productive, you can actually get your own copy of Dragon. Thanks, Derek.
Thank you, Cath.
And now I want my seat back.
I quite like it here.
I think I've lost my job.